Please be advised this podcast is all nonsense. Nothing you hear or see while adventuring with the worm should be taken seriously, or more importantly, fact-checked. Try not to let the mispronunciations distract you from the knowledge being shared. You're just riding with two worms trying to have a good time. So when we finished recording, can we watch Flight of the Conchords again?
Which one?
I was thinking we could just do a marathon and just watch all of them.
I'm not watching it while I'm running again.
Whoa! I said you could use a treadmill though. Like, I'm not expecting you to run around space. Not like last time.
But it's really hard to watch because my eyes jiggle a lot.
And we haven't bought our eye jiggle stabilisers yet.
Nope.
Our treadmill stabilisers.
You can sit down and watch it.
No, well, we'll just watch one after the other then.
Okay.
What's that called?
Continuous viewing.
Oh yeah, that's why Netflix asks, are you still watching?
What's an omnibus?
I think it's probably a set number of episodes pushed together, or a bus that's ever present.
The omnibus.
Yeah, omnipresent bus, omnibus. Whenever you need it, it's there. Like the night bus in Harry Potter.
That took a while to turn up though because he was sitting around for a good while. I'd imagine the omnibus is more efficient.
It's always there.
It's literally you need it and you're on it.
And you're on it. Do you think you have to still step on it? Like you turn and it's there and then you get on it? Or you need it and then you blink and then you're just on it?
You're on it. You're in it.
Yeah, in it? On it? Within it.
Depends if it's an open top bus or not. If it's open top, then you're on it. If it's closed top, you're in it.
Yeah, but if it's open top but you're on the first floor or the ground floor, you can still be in it.
No, it's a single story open top bus.
Single decker.
Yeah.
Is that because it's like a coach and the bottom's for your storage of your luggage?
No, there's no. It's like a convertible bus.
So the downstairs is a spa.
No, there's no downstairs. It's
there is.
Floor.
There's always a downstairs. It's a spa
There's a downstairs
for the long journeys.
But only the driver's allowed down there.
Yeah, because it's always present. They have to constantly have a driver on it. It never stops. And you know the laws around omnibus drivers. They're not allowed to work more than 14 minutes. Because the driving's so fast. It takes a lot. So they have to have a lot of them on there. Just constantly cycling. Because every 14-minute drive you do, you have to rest for 47 days.
So the basement of the omnibus is basically a slave well for omnibus drivers.
They did rebrand it. It used to be called a slave well, but ever since, it's not the Flintstones anymore, so they didn't have to run around. They purchased some wheels. They stopped calling it the slave well.
Would it have wheels in space? That seems a bit pointless.
But if you had wheels in space, you'd also be the only spaceship with wheels in space.
And you have to worry about wear and tear.
You could get the Goodyears and keep those. Not the Goodyears, life. But would Goodyear tyres in space be called light years?
Why are they called Goodyear? Because they last more than a year, or at least you'd hope so. Or they're only good for a year, then they last a bit longer, but
maybe tyres never used to last a year. Do you know the whole story about Michelin tyres doing the Michelin star restaurants?
Yeah.
What is the story?
He was hungry.
And he didn't know how to get there. So we made a book about restaurants that someone then authenticated for him. No, that's a lie.
Authenticated the book, that is indeed a book. You've done it.
Somebody had to check it was published correctly. Oh, you misspelled McDonald's. 6 Michelin stars as well. No, they needed people to start driving cars. So they were a tyre company, and they're like, oh, we've kind of invested in a company that's not quite necessary because no one drives their cars. So they bought up this book called Michelin Restaurants to encourage people.
No, you see, I think that's a bit elaborated on, because people, when they could drive, they'd drive anywhere. People used to have picnics on the side of motorways because they wanted to drive somewhere.
Yeah, but they weren't getting enough use out of the tyres. They needed them driving constantly, not just the weekend. So they were encouraging people to drive all the time. So do you reckon Goodyear's came out because now Michelin was replacing tyres all the time, but they were getting bust in 3 months? So Goodyear, I'm going to make a decent tyre that lasts a year.
Maybe.
I mean, if that isn't the story, then why call yourself Goodyear? It's a waste of a name.
Yeah, it's a strange name for something that lasts longer than a year.
Or less than a year.
Or it's even worse than less than a year.
That's why I think light year, because these tyres would last you light. You could travel light years.
But a light year is a measurement of distance.
Yeah, so you could travel light years, which is distance, and you would never have to worry about changing these tyres.
But you could only travel a light year in space.
Yeah, it's fine.
But that's why it's on the road. Those tyres don't last at all.
This is why I said the space version we call light years.
Okay.
So Goodyear would still make them, but they would call them light years.
Maybe they should.
Another
rebrand.
great idea.
Maybe they should rebrand. I think Goodyear's outdated now.
Yeah, it's got to be like good decade or something.
Good decade.
If you can get a tyre to last a decade, that's being used. That's impressive.
It turns out it's being used for. If you're using it as a cereal bowl, then I think you're okay.
Or a tyre swing.
A tyre swing, yeah.
Actually, I think that'd still get some use. In 10 years. Depends where you put it, really, isn't it?
And on a volcano.
Volcanic tyre rubber.
What tyre rubber was it vulcanised rubber or something?
You can get vulcanised rubber, yeah.
That's 'cause it's been in a volcano?
That's where it's come from. Or do they make the tyre, throw it in a volcano, get the old volcano blessing, and the volcano passes it back? I brand you vulcanised, like when you get baptised. These tyres are getting vulcanised. Dipped in the volcano.
Do you have to have a special priest to do it?
Well, who runs volcanoes? Priests obviously work in
Who would run volcanoes?
religious buildings. So there must be someone who looks after the volcanoes.
Probably salamanders.
What, you mean the two-legged walking salamanders?
Yeah.
Because the de-evolutionised ones that can't speak, I don't think they'd be very good at it. They're also smaller than tyres.
It doesn't matter. They're only there to bless it. Because you say a midget couldn't be a priest because he couldn't pick up a child. He's only there to...
There are rules about you not being able to pick up the child. Unless you come with a seeing-eye priest. Who does all the holding for you. You know, replaces the candles in high places.
Because they're only there to do the blessing, so they could be normal salamanders.
But then they'd have to have a seeing-eye salamander.
No, because you bring your own tyre. So the tyre companies turn up with their tyres to be blessed, and the salamanders do it.
You know, this is probably where the companies are going wrong. They're taking their own tyres. Encourage the customers to take the tyres.
To bless their own tyres.
Yeah, because the hospital doesn't take the babies to get baptised. You have to take your own baby.
So they should sell them as eligible to be vulcanised.
Yeah.
And you have to do it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And then the government just puts it as a rule that all tyres have to be vulcanised. Now you're forced into going to vulcanised.
That's harsh.
Yeah, exactly. You could run this world tonight. Sorry, great time. Have a little dance. I think that sounds like a good monopolisation
of the tyre market.
Yeah.
And vulcanising rubber. What else can you vulcanise? What else are salamanders willing to vulcanise? Because obviously you can pretty much vulcanise anything.
Okay, you can vulcanise cheese, but I don't think salamanders...
Yeah, I don't think salamanders are interested.
They
get a good cut of vulcanised rubber. That's pretty much what they build their whole lifestyle on.
Ethos.
Yeah. Cheese they're not too bothered about.
Yeah, they also say it doesn't bring in enough money.
What, cheese?
Yeah, like vulcanising cheese. People says it melts too fast and it burns.
Yeah.
She's got a slab of burnt, like a brick burnt cheese.
What doesn't burn? Asbestos. They could vulcanise asbestos. I know there's not many people use it anymore, but, you know.
People who've got it left, they can corner the market
Get
as well.
vulcanised?
Yeah, they can corner the market as well.
Yeah,
Do you reckon when you vulcanise it as well, it becomes, like, not lethal again?
Nah, I think it's
it becomes more lethal.
It becomes more lethal.
Maybe salamanders wouldn't do it there.
I don't know. They're pretty shady.
Yeah, but we barely trust humans to handle asbestos. You think salamanders are going to trust a human to bring asbestos and not leave it there?
Look, I'm saying if you pay the right price, those salamanders will turn a blind eye.
Nah, because they still have to do the blessing. And they don't want to be too close to asbestos. Does glass burn?
I think so, eventually. Or what do you want burnt?
Oh, genius.
We could vulcanise wood to make charcoal. Vulcanised charcoal.
That's too hot.
Too hot?
I think the wood's too hot.
What about a creme brulee? Because you toast the top of that, don't you?
Okay, great. A great shout. I was thinking that was a good one, but you'd have to turn it over.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but can you imagine that in the old Michelin star book, we're selling vulcanised creme brulee?
Hot pizza.
I don't know. I've got a feeling it's just going to burn.
I was thinking more like if you bought it on metal sheet.
Okay. Yeah, and get a large batch done, but then they're going to be cold by the time you get them home.
They eat them there.
Yeah.
You can turn the volcano into a restaurant. We can add it to the Michelin star book.
The salamanders aren't going to be happy about that.
What if we give them cut the profit?
Yeah, they'll probably be
Yeah,
okay.
like you said. Give them a good cut the profit. And the best part about it is, if you have a massive sheet of the volcano, flour up a pizza, nice and well underneath the dough, toppings, whatever, slide it across this sheet. By the time we get to the end, it'll be cooked perfectly. Too fast, raw. Too slow, gets stuck in the middle and burns. And that's why we know we can corner it, because we'll have practiced to make sure we get the perfect slide.
Get the perfect slide.
It'll be like, when you go to those Japanese restaurants where they flick food in your mouth and cook in front of you.
Yeah.
Be like that. We'll cook their pizzas in front of them.
Slide
And a show. You can do that thing where you get an egg and you make a heart shape. We could do that with pizza sauce.
Might make a heart shape.
Yep. Before we then spread it all over.
Oh, that seems a bit pointless.
Oh, it's pointless to do it with the egg, but they still do it and people love it. How many times that's on the internet?
No, I've never seen it.
No way, really.
I've never seen it.
They do that thing where they like do that thing with an egg and they can do it with a spatula and they can throw it up and catch it without breaking it.
Okay.
And then at one point they'll turn the spatula sideways and the egg lands on it.
Yeah.
So it cracks enough, but
Yeah.
not all the way through. Because the egg's like running down the spatula now, they do a heart on the griddle.
Ah.
Dude, it's all over the internet.
I've never been on the internet.
You have been on the internet. I told you, you've got to search the right things.
Yeah, but I only go on it on a Wednesday, and then half of it's down for maintenance.
I did tell you that's the day they do maintenance.
I know.
You just, when I said, well, you just change your day, you keep kind of going, but Wednesday's my day?
Wednesday's my day.
Yeah. Maybe we should just change the maintenance day.
I've asked, and Jackie said he wouldn't do it for me. He said there's strict reasons why they maintain the internet on a Wednesday.
What did he say was the
He wouldn't
reason?
tell me why.
Oh, president of the internet. You got to have some secrets. Give them all away. You wouldn't need a president, would you?
So I can only get on a few websites, mainly like road tarmacking websites.
You must have been able to get on Batwish, because that's always up.
That was up.
Batman's got his own server, hasn't he?
Yeah, it was up, but I'm not allowed to order anything.
Because you're not a bat.
'Cause I'm not a bat.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I still browse.
What do you browse?
Just everything on Batwish. I just like to look
Okay.
what he's got up.
Does it still have pinball? So you can just burn some time?
No, but that's not on the internet. That's just on the computer.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to know if it's
But
still on there.
actually, I browse the internet on the pinball machine.
Yeah. So you just flick the little balls and whatever opens.
Yep.
You know, I haven't played in a while. Minesweeper.
Minesweeper. God, I don't think that's even on computers anymore.
Oh, man, if it isn't, we've got to bring that back. Love that game.
You could probably get it on, I reckon.
We should play real life Minesweepers. Actually, that's the thing, isn't it? That's just military.
There's just,
Yeah.
military minesweeping.
Yeah, bomb squad. Jackie's here because you're bad mouthing him.
Yeah.
I got he heard you.
He's going to be angry about me saying the internet's maintained too much.
Oh, God. Right, well, I'm going to go hide in the bathroom and light some chandeliers.
Oh my god.
You're on your own. What's your favourite Flight of the Conchords song?
The one about the choir of X's. Can't remember.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine's Albie.
Yeah, Dragon one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Albie the Racist Dragon. Albie. Obviously Business Time is up there, but everybody likes Business Time. You're going to copy everyone. Whenever you know a racist dragon.
And then 3 racist dragons.
Really?
Mm.
What were they racist against?
Well, 1 was racist against snails.
Okay. Why do you have what was the problem with snails?
Huh? Is that the only
Oh,
problem?
you didn't ask? Oh, okay. I thought you might have asked.
I don't talk
Do a
to
research.
bigots.
Fair enough. Can't know the other two.
Was just racist against humans
Okay.
in general.
That's the race.
Just
Yeah.
hated them.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The snail one doesn't seem so bad now.
And then the other one hated dragons.
Oh, the dragons.
Yeah.
Oh, mad.
Strange boy he was.
So that would explain why he never hung around with the other two. Oh, they would all be friendly with us.
Because we're not dragons.
Or snails.
Or snails.
I could put a shell on my back and disguise myself as... Oh, I haven't got no antennary head things. I don't know what they're called. Antennae?
And aren't they their eyes as well, though?
I don't know if it's actually their eyes or that's just what TV puts their eyes on.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we need to put eyes on this thing. Putting them down here is weird. Oh, let's put it on these weird antennae.
Where else would they be?
On the end of the... Oh, under the shell.
We went to see very well.
That's why they move so slow. Can't see anything. Don't want to go too fast. Because if they hit something at high speed, Imagine the damage. Shell would crack, face would hurt. I reckon snails are actually rapid. They just got to slow down so they hurt themselves.
They got to be careful not to smash into stuff.
Especially if they're doing a long journey and they've got to sell the shell.
I don't think they'd sell their shell. That's hermit crabs.
What, sell their shells?
Yeah, they were selling.
Really?
Yeah.
For how much?
Well, varies on the crab, doesn't it?
I guess it depends on how good they are at bartering.
Yeah.
We should buy a hermit shell.
Should.
Just for decoration, really.
One we could fit in, or one to put on display.
Sorry, I'm boring you.
Yep.
Cheers. No, display.
Okay.
I don't have any use for a hermit crab shell. I just thought it'd be quite nice.
It's like you have no use, but you could use it as body armour.
Too small.
No, like a giant hermit crab shell.
I don't think we can afford that. We haven't started any of our projects.
That's true. That's true.
That's interesting, nice. That's true. What are you thinking?
Hermit crab, hermit crabs.
Why? What in particular?
The shell.
Okay. I think we discussed that.
Yeah, no, that's what I was
Are
thinking
you still there?
No, I'm gone now. Should we do a question?
Why not?
Cool. That's a nice short one.
Okay. I liked... Oh, was that the question?
Yeah.
I think I would probably go for broken leg somersault.
Nice. Next question then.
I just think broken neck back flu just sounds real painful. I wouldn't have to worry. Got no bones. Do both of them.
That's a good point. Could buy some bones.
Last time we did that, we got in trouble.
That's because we brought human bones. That's frowned upon.
We didn't buy them, we dug them up. And it's frowned upon. Yeah, go on then. Hit me with a question.
It's an interesting phrase, frowned upon, isn't it? Because if someone just frowns upon you...
Just carry on, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I wouldn't care. I don't care. Frown upon me all you want.
Oh, I don't know if I like that. Cool. Just keep digging.
You just keep frowning, bro.
Yeah.
And also, how close do you have to get to something to frown upon it? Do you have to...
Physically.
All the way?
Physically touch them with your frown?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't just frown above them, because it'd be frown...
Or frown beside them.
Yeah, but you can say the words look upon, but you don't physically put your eyeball on it.
Ah, but you're physically touching the light that is bouncing off the object.
Which one came first?
What, the frown or the
Or
light?
the look? Or the look?
What's the question? I don't know.
I guess if the light came first... No, if the look came first, then the frown would physically have to touch. Whereas if the frown upon came first, then the look upon is incorrect.
How long have people been frowning for?
When was Henry VIII alive?
Was he the frowner?
No, I just work it from that date. You know how people go like BC and AD? I'll go BH and AH.
Ooh.
Before Henry and after Henry.
Okay.
Because that's what I go, my timescale. I just don't like the fact that we specifically use the birth of Christ as our date.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Why not Henry? What's wrong with Henry? I mean, there are a lot of things. He beheaded half his wives. But other than that, what's wrong with Henry? So, is it before Henry? No, when was Henry alive?
Not clear.
200 BH.
200 VH.
That's when I think frowning was invented.
Okay, that makes sense.
Do you think frowning was invented? Like,
Well,
no one
someone had to have done it first. No, I don't think. Couldn't I suppose it couldn't be invented because people could always frown, but still, someone was the first person to do it. Like everyone could hop, but there's still a first person to hop.
So, do you reckon it was named by David Frown?
David Brown's long lost,
Unhappy brother.
unhappy brother,
That wouldn't be brother, would it? Oh, I guess you could.
grandpa. Because as you go,
Ooh,
as
yeah.
your family go through the letters, you change the first name of your last name, first letter of your last
Yeah,
name.
because that's what they did before they did junior and senior and
Yeah.
putting numbers at the end and Roman numerals. You just start as
So it would have been a frown.
David Brown.
Yep, around.
David Brown. Crown. Drown.
Drown.
Around.
Around.
Frown. There was never a ground. Because they realised that was just grown.
David Grown?
He changed his name to David Grown and then Then it changed their lineage. Yeah,
Also,
I think you got physically touch stuff with your frown.
Frowns are quite flat, aren't they?
I would say it's very slightly sort of sad.
You reckon?
Slightly, though.
I
So it's more flat than sad.
Because the whole turn that frown upside down.
Yeah, but then it would just be flat still.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's useless as well. Why are all the frown slogans so bad? I think frown needs a rebrand.
Turn that frown upside down.
Okay, I'm still frowning.
What's the opposite of frown that's still flat?
A grimace.
That's pretty good. But grimace would be... Would you say a smirk?
Nah, I don't. I think frowns are very much flat.
I would say they're very slightly N-shaped.
I don't think they are.
And I think a smirk is very slightly... No, but smirk's to one side, isn't it? It's like a Nike tick, that is, isn't it? The old smirkaroo.
See there, look at that frown. Look how flat that is.
Yeah,
you could put a spirit level on that.
Yeah, you're saying that, but you're looking at their eyebrows.
Yeah, that's what a frown is. A frown's your eyebrows.
Yeah, but I thought you meant what they do with their mouth at the same
No,
time.
I think that's irrelevant. I think a frown is very much the state of the eyebrows.
Okay, if we're talking about the eyebrows, yes, very flat. I thought you meant what's going on with the old
No, 'cause
face.
that's not a frown, is it? That's
Yeah, but you'd still make a facial, a mouth expression while you frown.
No.
You wouldn't smile.
I keep my mouth perfectly neutral while I frown.
You wouldn't frown and smile. Try it, it's brilliant. The greatest look ever. Oh my god. Yeah, if we're talking about the sort of the eyes and the forehead area, then I would say...
I'd say that's what a frown is. I don't think a frown is anything to do with the rest of your face.
It emanates from the eyebrows, and then if you want to use extra expression, you can. But the OG frown was probably just eyebrows, you're probably correct.
Yeah.
Apologise. You should be more specific which frown you were talking about. I was talking about modern day frowning. I didn't realise you were talking about OG frowning.
Of course, OG
the
frowning.
old 200 AH or BH frowning.
I only care about OG frowning. None of this new kid frowning. It's all in your lips.
All in your lips and your hips. So, OG frowning, yes, all in the eyebrows, pretty flat. So if you turn that frown upside down, you're very correct.
Frown.
Nothing happens.
Why were the frown slogans so bad? Who was the marketing team for the frown? Because they didn't hit the nail on the head at all.
That stuff. Would have to ask David Frown.
I reckon it's Stalin.
Or... he wasn't very good at marketing, in fairness. So
he's like a big frowner as well.
Maybe he was trying to bring it back. Maybe there was a decline.
Decline in the frown.
Yeah. He went, you know what? It's not getting used enough. The old frown.
I'm going to make 2 slogans. Bring it back.
I guess it all depends on the marketing team. Definitely need to be fired for the frown team. What other frown expressions are there?
I only know those 2. I think they're the popular ones.
Frown upside down. Don't you frown at me. That popular one. Don't you frown at me. Often sung, never spoken.
Never heard that one.
Haven't you? Also, only 2 popular frown expressions.
I only know the biggies.
That one is only used in musicals. Sorry, what are we doing? Question?
Yes. Yeah, question. What would be the worst? Buy one get one free.
The worst? As in like sausage worst.
Yeah.
What would be the worst? Ooh, what would be the worst? Buy one get one free. The sausage.
Why?
Because the question is, what would be the worst? As in, German sausage. German word for sausage is worst. What would be the worst? Buy one get one free. The worst would be a sausage. So technically, a sausage would be the worst. Buy one get one free. It's only because you went worst. I thought you were trying to sound like German.
Yeah, that was my German accent.
Because if you're doing it in German, just that word, it would be, what would be the sausage buy one get one free? The sausage.
Unless sausage has been used as something else, like a new slang word that we don't know. Like sick.
Yo, that's sausage, I think that could come across a little derogatory. And after a little while, it would just become something like, oh, why is it so male orientated? Because a sausage is obviously like a butt crack.
Yeah, and women have butt cracks.
Whoa. We know women don't put fart.
Okay.
So they can't have butt cracks.
They can still have it as like for show.
Nah, they capture it in a carrier bag. Release it into the wild.
Interesting.
Okay, so I assume you're at worst, as in the word worst, not sausage worst.
Yep.
Okay, what would be the worst buy one get one
I think every buy one get one free is good, because why wouldn't you ever want something for free?
And not if it's something you don't want.
But then don't buy it.
Okay, so I thought you were going to say this. What would be the worst buy one get one free? Technically, we're not saying whether you would buy it or not. What would you think is great having one of, but two of is bad? That's the question. If you still had the you still had the choice of whether you would buy it or not. If we're not completely taking away free will, then yeah, I think we have to think what's good to have one of, but not two of.
I think if anything you want one of, having a second is always a bonus.
Nah, I don't think there is.
Like what?
Two has if you can't afford the mortgage on both.
And sell the second house.
Good point.
Because you've always got the option to sell the second one.
You bought one gun with a license, but they just give you another one free. Can't do anything with it. You have to have it. Buy one get free, but you've got an unlicensed firearm.
Then you can turn it into the police.
Risky. Why you got a second firearm?
And explain I got to give them free.
Nah, they'll be like, shh, no one gives guns away for free. But yeah, if you're going to not take away free will, that they can just go, well, I wouldn't want one of these, I'm not going to have two. Then yes, I think. Because there'd be loads of stuff in there.
I'm trying to think, what genuinely would you want one of, and you couldn't sell the second one? Or it's just a huge inconvenience to have a second of?
Oh, and if anybody were to send me this would really, really like do what I in. I would hate to have two super yachts.
Oh yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah, just so inconvenient. I've got to pay for storing them, and I've got to. So if you really do want to miff me up, send me two super yachts.
You just really want to annoy me?
Yeah. Just I really grind my gears, Oh. I think you said something similar as well. That really annoys you. What was the two things you wouldn't like?
Bank vaults.
Not empty ones, of course.
Not empty ones.
Because empty ones, not inconvenient. But full ones, having to clear out all that money.
Polish you all that gold.
It's ridiculous. Oh, you know what? I'd hate having two super yachts and full bank vaults. Really,
Worst.
Okay, what would I not like two of? What if you've got... Oh, no, you could just get rid of it, I guess. I was going to say, what if you're, slightly lactose intolerant? So, buy one, get one free on pizzas, because you like pizzas, and you can handle one, but you can't handle two, but you like them, so you don't want to get rid of the second one, but your lust and hunger makes you eat the second one, and then before you know it.
Yeah, I think pizza's the correct answer, because no one's going to turn down a free pizza.
Exactly.
But should you eat that second pizza? No, one pizza's enough.
And you shouldn't eat it because you're lactose intolerant?
No, I don't even think it matters if you're lactose intolerant, because...
You're just thinking...
At the end of the day, if you order from a pizza place, you order the largest pizza.
And you always get buy one, get one free, because they've just got it on offer. Yeah. I don't need pizzas. Oh, but why are you getting buy one, get one free then? Because it's free.
It's free. Why would I turn down a free pizza? Yeah.
In that case, it's any large food item. Buy one, get one free on burgers.
I don't know, because I think it's just something about pizza that you can't turn down the buy one, get one free.
I think it's the fact that you can have different flavor. Like, they'll let you do a buy one, get one free.
Actually, do you know what I think it is? Pizza is inherently really cheap to make, but they charge you so much for it if you go to certain places.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the free one, you're like, well, I'm just getting ripped off because I know that this pizza's costing them nothing. Yeah. And I'm spending X amount of money on this pizza, and I should be getting more pizza for my money. So by getting that free one, you at least feel like, wow, I'm at least getting almost my money's worth of pizza. Because you know it's costing them pence.
Even when you know that you're like, oh, I'm going to have a cheap meal tonight, but I'm not going to eat anything naughty tomorrow. But you got leftover pizza.
You got pizza?
So you end up eating it because you ain't going to bin. You're going to bin pizza.
Whereas when you go to other places, they don't tend to rip you off as much as pizza does for price. Like, their price is sort of in the ballpark. Whereas pizza, it's just, that pizza's cost them £6p to make, and they're charging you £200 for that pizza. And you're like, look, bro.
Yeah, but then I think it goes back to you have an option not to buy it.
You don't know with pizza, because the second you turn down that free pizza, they're laughing.
No, but you have the option of not buying pizza in the first place. From then you can just go home. And
no, but that's fine. But
I think it's the allure.
I still think that's why it is the worst buy one get one free though, because once you've decided
to buying pizza,
you know you're getting 2 pizzas or even 4 pizzas, because you might think to yourself, well, I need 2 pizzas because I'm hungry, or 3 pizzas.
It can't be that easy, surely. It's just pizza.
I think it's just pizza. I genuinely think pizza is the worst buy one get one free.
Right, let me have a quick think. Because if that is the right answer, this is like record time for a correct answer.
I know.
We've got no questions. We've only been doing one.
Because anything else, you don't mind. So buy one get one free on cars, awesome. You got a second car.
Yeah.
Buy one get one free on houses, great. I've got a second house.
Anything that you can resell is a stupid idea, because you can just make the profit from it.
And I think other food items, you're not. Well, yeah, it's nice to get the free one. Where have you ever seen pizza that's not buy one get one free? Every other fast food place you go, it's very rare.
Pretty much, yeah. Or they'll have some sort of deal when you get it, and then you end up pigeonholing yourself into that one day.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, well, I'll get it on, Thursday, because they do buy one get one free on Thursday.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't even want pizza on a Thursday, I want pizza on a Friday. But if I get it on a Thursday, I'll have leftover pizza for Friday. And then you're just 2-day pizzaing.
Yeah. So that's the thing. There's no pizza place out there that doesn't do a buy one get one free deal.
I think the only way you could really justify the buy one get one free and not make it such a bad one is if they were like, oh, we'll do buy one get one free, but we deliver your second pizza the next day, because you can have a hot fresh pizza today and then a hot fresh pizza.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if it's hot, because I like day old pizza. I actually prefer pizza the next day.
Yeah, but I'm not saying, I'm saying if you had the choice.
But why would it matter? You're still getting 2-day pizza. You're still, as soon as you've decided on pizza.
Because some people don't want that.
But that's the thing. Once you decide on pizza, you've decided on 2-day pizza, because you can't turn down the free pizza.
It is inevitable.
And you do, as soon as you decide you're ordering pizza, no matter if it's a new place.
I agree.
They're going to do buy one get one free. You know they're going to do it.
I've never ordered pizza because it takes too long to get here.
It does take a while.
But when I have ordered pizza, I do always think it takes so long to get here, I'm not going to not get the second pizza. There's always a reason to get the second pizza.
Always a reason to get the second pizza.
So isn't that even actually something that you can think, oh, it's not disgusting or something you wouldn't want. It's something you want, but you can't help yourself wanting it.
Yeah.
Oh, madness.
That's easy.
How did we accidentally stumble onto that?
No, man. Get the right question.
You know what? We've been answering questions so much now. We're like, what, episode 1 million?
Yep.
It was sooner or later we were going to get good at answering questions quickly
true.
and efficiently. Ask me another question while we're brain's going.
Let's go straight into it. What's something that doesn't really smell great, but you keep wanting to smell it anyway?
Oh, no, I'm out. I've used up my brain juice on the pizza.
No, I reckon it's some sort of mould, like a blue cheese.
Nah. I think that's, like, to each person, I think we've got to really
find something that's...
Because some people hate the smell of it. You love blue cheese smell. I hate blue cheese smell.
I love blue cheese smell.
No, I don't hate it. I think that's a strong word. It's not something I think, oh, I want to smell that again.
Okay. What about, like, the smell of a fish market?
Nah, because some people can mistake that as cow feels. I think it's a confusing smell for some people.
Yeah.
They really struggle with understanding
the smell of
fresh fish and the smell of a cow field.
Okay.
A few people, but some people.
What about a cow field then?
Because you think it smells like a fresh fish market. I don't think everybody...
Well, no, because I don't think it smells particularly nice, but it's not one of those things... When you go past, like, a field, you smell it and it doesn't offend you, but you're not like, that's a really nice smell. But...
Yep. You don't want to smell it again, and it says wanting to smell it anyway. It's something you're just okay with smelling. It's not something you're like, oh, I'll go back for another cow whiff.
Is the answer just pizza again?
Because nobody doesn't want to smell pizza.
That's true. Pizza smells
Would you say the smell of your own fart when it's really pungent? That sounds a bit odd. But some people like smelling their own brand, don't they?
Yeah, I think that's actually... Yeah, I think if you do a really bad one as well, you're like, that stinks. And then you go for it again, you're like, oh, actually, let me reassess the situation. Yeah, that really is bad.
Yeah, but I don't know if you could say you're going to keep wanting to smell it, you just want to do the old one-off. A quick whiff check and you're done. How about burnt toast?
I like the smell of burnt toast there.
How about decaying flesh?
Yeah, I was thinking that of sort of rotten flesh smell. Decaying flesh.
How about raw meat? Oh, actually, loads of people don't like that.
Do they not?
I like the smell of raw meat.
Yeah.
That's why I thought decaying flesh is kind of like going like raw meat, but slightly further. It's not so easy.
No, because anything you want to smell, it doesn't say it doesn't smell great. So what doesn't?
What's something that doesn't really smell great? Okay. It doesn't have to be completely disgusting.
Yeah, just something that's not.
I still wouldn't say like blue cheese or anything like that, because I genuinely think there's some people who just would not even say it doesn't smell great. They would say it smells awful. I wouldn't want to smell it. So maybe we look at it from the point of view of something that sometimes you go back and smell. I'm still potentially thinking fart.
I think you're right in the region of something burning, like something that doesn't smell.
Burnt hair.
Yeah, maybe. It doesn't smell great.
Oh, I was going to say exhaust fumes, but they smell great.
Can't get enough of them.
They do smell great. It's not very good for you.
What about lynx?
Lynx Africa.
Yeah, it doesn't smell great, but when you smell it, you're like...
Especially now. Back in the day, it was obviously the OG, wasn't it? But now people smell it.
If you smell it, you're like, oh, is that Lynx Africa?
I feel like it's Lynx Africa's... Oh, it's offending. It's a bit chavvy now, isn't it? So if you smell it...
I don't know, is it?
I don't know, I'm guessing.
No.
I don't know what a chav is. I thought they were something that was Spanish.
Yes.
Oh, was it? Chavon?
Yeah. Chavon.
What's a chavon?
Spanish person.
Oh.
Who wears links.
Okay. Oh, that's what they're called. Chavons? Shavs? Maybe something like links. Because, especially like the older smells. Because I think it's so worn out now as well. That if you smell it, you're just like, oh.
Yeah, but some people have brought new cans.
They don't do it anymore. People have been harvesting them,
no, but
leaving them.
Some people, when it was being made, they stored it.
Yeah, but I don't think it's stored very well. So they'll have cans that have gone slightly off.
Ooh, slightly off at Lynx Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right, because it doesn't smell great.
Yeah.
But if you smell it, you're definitely going to go back and go, are you wearing Lynx Africa? Are you okay?
Yeah. Would you say... I would have said potentially Old Spice, because it doesn't... But they've rebranded themselves and got that whole advert thing going on.
Yeah, but it still smells the same, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I think now people have changed their opinion on saying it doesn't smell that great, because obviously they've been hypnotised by the marketing and the horse marketing. Maybe we should have got them to do the marketing for
frowns.
The frowns.
Horses do frown a lot.
Yeah, I was just checking.
Well, their mane is like one big frown, isn't it? Side frown.
That's not an eyebrow.
It is?
Nah.
What is it then?
Do horses have eyebrows?
Yes, one big one across the back of the neck.
That's not an eyebrow. That's their hairstyle. They all have mohawks.
No. If you
gel that thing up, it's a mohawk.
If you take the hair off a horse's mane and take a human's eyebrow and compare the DNA, it's identical.
Nah.
It is.
That's a mohawk.
No. They want you to think that's how horses branded the mane as a mohawk. 'Cause they thought it's cool. It's an eyebrow. They didn't want people to know it's one big eyebrow.
Because they have eyelashes.
Yeah, they definitely have eyelashes. Because otherwise they get sand in their eyes.
If they've got eyelashes, they've got to have eyebrows then, don't they?
Yes, they do. On the back of their neck. Look, when horses were branding themselves...
It wouldn't be an eyebrow, though, wouldn't it? It's nowhere near the eye. It'd be a neck brow.
No, the DNA structure's the same, so it is technically an eyebrow.
So do you reckon it was actually... What came first, horses or humans? Because maybe it is called a neck brow, but because we could speak first, we decided to start calling it eyebrows, and we've just dominated the word.
Well, no, because the brow, it's like the brow of a hill. It's just the peak.
Yeah.
So,
which is the neck or the head for that?
Yeah.
The horse?
So I don't think the hair on the eyebrow is actually... That's technically we're wrong. That's not the eyebrow. Okay. The pure bony structure is the eyebrow. The hair just happens to be there.
Eyebrow foliage.
Yeah, it is.
Eyebrow foliage.
The fact it's on the brow of the eye is absolutely irrelevant. It just happens to be the eyebrow foliage, and
This is why women draw their eyebrows.
Yeah.
Because they're actually drawing on their eyebrow.
Yeah.
So when someone says, are you drawing on your eyebrow? They don't mean, are you drawing on... Are you drawing on your... Physically, yes, I am drawing on my eyebrow.
The brow of the eye.
Yeah.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
So the women who actually draw their eyebrows on are the most accurate because they're, well, not drawing an eyebrow, they're drawing a line on their eyebrow.
They're also not very accurate at it because some of them go right up the forehead, bro. Some of those don't know where the brow of their eye is.
Yeah, I think it's more their anatomical knowledge is not good enough. I don't think it's necessarily the fact that they're not good at drawing. Just their biology teacher was real bad. Where's my eyebrow? Just anywhere up here.
Anywhere above the eye.
Literally wherever you want.
Below the hairline.
Yeah. Any space. So where's my forehead? Just above that. So wait a minute, so which part's forehead? Not man, we ain't got time for just eyebrows. There's the whole body. It's anywhere above the eye, below the forehead, below the hairline. Work it out yourself. You want me to buy you a biology book as well? Jeez, what is this? The Spanish Inquisition?
They did love an eyebrow.
They were the first. I think they were just trying to go around teaching people about eyebrows. It wasn't an inquisition. They were just trying to give you a proper biology lesson.
Fair. But yeah, so when horses were doing their marketing campaign, they didn't want people to know they've got a big old eyebrow on the back of their neck. But that's what it is.
Well, it wouldn't be an eyebrow. That's why they called it a mane. Because it's the main hair on the brow of their body.
Yeah.
This is my main brow. They probably called it a main brow. No, it wouldn't be a brow. Don't even know.
But sort of the location is irrelevant. It's the same DNA structure as the hair humans have of the brow of their eye that horses have the nape of their
eyebrow
neck.
foliage.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to call it as well. Not foliage.
Foliage. A soft G.
Yeah. And sort of like drawn out foliage. Foliage. So it's like almost a new word. 2 L's.
Ooh. And the old double L.
Double L. And 2 G's.
It's going to be an accented E as well, isn't it?
Foliage.
I think it sounds like
foliage. Maybe an accent on the A. Ooh. You can get I's with an accent, can't you? You get that little tick on the I. Foliage! It's getting real complex. I don't even know how to pronounce.
They're going to need a special keyboard to type it at this rate. Let me just get my foliage keyboard.
I want to make it so complex that the only way you can actually use it in anything is you have to go onto the internet, somehow find the word, copy and paste it into something. But I also don't know how to pronounce an I with an accent on. Foliage?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Thanks.
Foliage.
Foliage? Higher at the end.
Or you could go to it more stern and go foliage. Go the Japanese route.
It's not the same thing then, is it? That's a completely different
It's
thing.
more aggressive.
Nah, that's completely different. Oh, actually, nah. I like the way I say it.
That's fair. I just think it's very soft.
Yeah, but I feel like the eyebrow hair has been given a lot of battering over the years. People pluck it, pull it, trim it, draw over it. I feel like it needs or maybe we should go really aggressive, so like it's back for vengeance.
Oh, and that will help with rebranding the frown.
Yeah. Foliage!
Foliage!
No one's gonna mess with that. Eyebrow foliage!
Ooh, that is a good advert for the frown as well. Why didn't I think of this?
Oh, so how would you do the frown?
You know how would I do it?
Frown!
No, I think
Because that sounds a bit German.
Yeah, no, I think frown stays the same.
The word.
Yeah.
How you rebrand it then? How are you going to say it so that people are aware? Don't mess with the frown.
No, because the foliage is just part of the rebranding.
Okay.
Because now people understand. Because once you know that it's the frown foliage that is making the frown, it sounds much more stern.
Oh, so you're saying frown
powerful.
foliage? Oh, yes. Foliage.
Yeah. Makes the frown sound more powerful.
Yeah, I definitely would be less inclined to argue with someone if they called it foliage.
Yeah.
I think you can't change eyebrow, because if you change that too much, people aren't going to understand which foliage you're talking about. Because if you're like, yeah, bro, foliage, people aren't going to understand what you're on about. So you've got to do like full on eyebrow, foliage, and that has to be said like that. You can't just say it like half. Sort of like foliage. No.
Foliago.
Is that what you want about? Oh, you mean foliage?
Foliage!
Oh, that was good. Saving that back there, were you?
Yeah.
That was a great idea. Let's do that
I
then.
think it frowns back on the map.
What were we doing?
Oh, something about
Smells.
smelling things.
We get to eyebrows.
I have no idea.
You know, it was important we covered it though.
Oh, yeah.
I still think fart for some reason.
Yeah.
I can't get a fart. What else is there?
Oh, like an old sock.
I don't know if it was something like I'd want to go back and smell. I think with farts, people sometimes smell them and they're like impressed with it. Like, what the hell did I eat?
Yeah.
I think that's also really immature. I feel bad.
No, I think that's fine.
I feel like I'm lowering human intelligence by saying a fart.
I think it's low enough as it is.
Yeah, I just feel bad for them. I was like, I thought they'd be more intelligent life down there. You know that muggy smell in the air when it's rained?
Yeah.
And you're in a field and it smells a bit... it is wet, grassy smell.
Yeah.
And it kind of is off-putting. But then when you walk away from it, you kind of miss that wet grass smell.
Yeah, but I don't think that smells bad.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think there's really a right answer. I don't think... Because everyone's going to like the smell of different things.
I think that's the difficult thing, that someone would find something...
So, like, for you, it's bin juice because you love the smell of bin juice, but no one else does.
I think... You said no one without actually doing a general populace.
I've done a survey, and it came back inconclusive.
Yeah, that's who you spelled bin wrong. They thought they were answering a different question.
Bin's hard to spell, alright. I never knew there was a silent R in it.
It's a long word as well.
I know.
So many letters. Yeah, it's hard because people have different smells. Because maybe cheese wasn't such a bad shout, because if you didn't go too strong a cheese, then there's probably like a middle ground cheese that kind of
like
smells
a Parmesan. It doesn't smell great, but if you smell it...
But again, I think for some people that's too strong. But yeah, I think it's difficult because it's different for each person. So what would yours be? Mine's obviously bin juice.
Yeah, I reckon it would be like a cheese, like a strong cheese. Don't necessarily like the smell of it, but yeah. Definitely go back for another sniffy sniff.
Not bin juice then.
Not bin juice.
Right, next time I see you near the bins, I'm going to tell you to back off.
My
I'll
bin
do the
juice.
bins, I'll empty them. Again, yes, I like helping around here.
No, man, we got 1 out of 2.
You know what, we did something irregular. We went back to trying to answer 2 questions and we realised...
It's impossible.
Well, one question... We should have stopped it at like...
one question worms.
How long was it? It was like 30 minutes. We should have stopped it there. Cut our losses.
Yeah, we're sorry. We tried.
If this episode's real short, it's because we cut out the part where we couldn't answer a question.
Yeah.
Here we just arguing about frowns and... Eyebrow! Go on. You forgot the word. Polyagi?
Oh, yeah? Polyagi?
I was expecting you to say... You just... I was like, has he forgotten it? He's having a brain aneurysm? You forget the word.
Acting, bro.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Great acting? You do understand people can't see you acting.
Oh, damn it.
Because they're listening... They're looking at you through their ears.
That's fair. Wow, it was real good. Did you be impressed?
I was impressed.
Yeah.
If that was actually acting.
Yeah, see?
I feel like it probably wasn't.
That's how good it was. You don't know. And that's all that matters.
I've seen your acting. You're the best actor I know.
No, one person. There's only 2 of us here.
Your human name is Marlon Brando. Oh my god, I gave away your secret identity.
Oh no.
So when you go to Earth and you're trying to disguise yourself, is that who you dress up as? Marlon Brando?
I dress up as the Michelin Man.
Do you?
Because no one expects.
I think that's an easy one though. Just put a bunch of rubber bands around you.
Exactly.
Dip yourself in some vinyl paint.
Done.
Go out. There's me working my prosthetics and everything, trying to look
I
like
was going
Johnny.
to say prostate then. Why are you dressing
It's just a huge prostate. No, prosthetics. Because obviously I always...
that makes more sense. I'm not going to lie.
My prosthetics to look like a prostate.
And here's me working my prostate.
No, I am. Prosthetics to look like Johnny Depp.
Ooh. Wait, what version of Johnny Depp though?
Prison Johnny Depp, you know when he's going to jail a lot, doing a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if I go for mainstream one, everybody will be able to tell small bits.
Yeah.
Be like, oh no, look, his chin line's different there. Or his beard line's too high. Stuff like that. You've got to be spot on.
Yeah.
If I go for Drunken Johnny Depp, they'll be like,
No.
oh, look at him, he's a waste man again.
Yeah, he's a waste man again. We're not going to bother him.
Yeah. Maybe I should just go for something easier. I'd like to use it for my acting skills, though.
Yeah, you got to brush up every chance you get.
Every now and then I go in for auditions as Johnny Depp, but as Johnny Depp. Guess how many roles I've scored?
0?
Yeah. Is that because I always come back real quick?
Yeah.
I'm going to be away for 6 months, right? I've got an acting gig. That has not happened yet. But maybe one day.
One day. Think it, you can dream.
I do dream. Dream about doing Pirates of the Caribbean 15.
Wonder what they'd be doing in that one. Just probably painting the boat or something.
Just either rebuilding it. I mean, what else could you do?
Yeah.
They did their own 3 storyline thing.
Yeah.
Then they did, was it on Stranger Tides?
Yeah, I think so.
But they did one that was about Poseidon's trident.
Did they?
I think so.
I think you're thinking of Percy Jackson. I don't think they did one with Poseidon.
No, they did. They definitely had Poseidon, because they split the water to walk to it.
I think that's an episode of SpongeBob.
I am questioning myself, so maybe.
It's either that or you've got confused with Moses.
No, I don't know. I feel like there is, but I may be confused.
Look, there's lots of slaves with him going through the ocean.
Look, I'm really hopped up on bin juice right now, and I'm not too sure what I'm actually saying. But I'm gonna go. There was another one after that.
After the Poseidon one. Yeah. What did they do in this?
But this is it. It's so ridiculous now. I genuinely think you're right. They've just been painting the boat. But yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll get an acting gig.
That's the thing. Well, to wrap it up, we're getting to the deep hours now.
Yeah. We know we're not allowed to cross the hour mark. It's dangerous.
Oh my god!
But when it comes to you, it's going to be way less because I'll have taken out all the waffle.
Leave the waffles.
No, because I want to eat them.
Yeah, we keep the waffles.
Yeah,
you can't have the waffles, that's ours.
Yeah, it's our
Anyway,
waffles.
Twitter, follow us.
Do everything that you meant to do.
All the things that you don't do.
Do them?
Can you do them?
Yeah.
For once.
I'm really concerned that nobody wants a badge. I thought the badges would have been flying off the shelves by now.
But they are, but only because I leave the windows open.
Yeah, you keep knocking the box over. Oh my god, literally flying off the shelf. Well, until next time.
Yeah. Bye-bye, worm fans. If there is any.
Worm out!
Bye-bye.